close your eyes. Allow the world around you to gently fade, like mist dissolving in the first light of dawn. Let go of everything outside, every sound, every thought, every distraction, as if they are being carried away by a soft breeze. Let the stillness within you grow deeper until all that remains is the steady rhythm of your breath. Inhale slowly, deeply, imagining the air entering your lungs like liquid gold, warm, radiant, and full of vitality. Feel it filling your chest, spreading through your veins like light, infusing your body with energy and warmth. The golden flow moves through your blood, energizing you from the inside out, wrapping you in a cocoon of calm strength. Exhale slowly, with purpose, as if releasing all the burdens you've ever carried. All the worries, the stress, the doubts. Let them go one by one, drifting into the infinite space around you. With every exhale, you shed what no longer serves you, feeling lighter and more aligned with the inner peace that resides within. Breathe in again, deeper this time, as if drawing the very stars into your chest. Feel their magnetic energy drawing closer as they swirl toward you. As you inhale, absorb their light, allowing it to fill your heart, soul, and spirit. You are no longer just a body in space. You are part of something much greater, a piece of the cosmos itself. When you exhale, release completely, feeling your body sink further into a profound stillness, a silent ocean beyond all thought, where time ceases to exist. In this space, there is no past, no future, only the eternal present. Here, nothing remains but the pure, quiet essence of being. In this perfect tranquility, a golden ring begins to form within the depths of your mind. It spins slowly, its surface glowing with a soft, radiant warmth, like the first rays of the sun at dawn. As it turns, 6 numbers appear within the ring, each one glowing with a deep, sacred energy. The numbers shine brighter with every passing moment, flickering like the embers of a fire that will never fade. These are not just numbers, they are keys, ancient symbols of wisdom that have been with you since the dawn of time. They carry a power that transcends space and defies comprehension. With each pulse of the numbers, you feel them vibrate deep within your soul. They are calling to you, connecting you to something vast, something timeless. The ring spins faster now, the numbers shifting and dancing in the golden light, sending waves of energy through your being. Each number is a reminder of your sacred connection to the universe, reminding you that you are part of something infinitely greater than yourself. Before you, a pyramid rises, not of stone but of fire, earth, and storm. Each element swirls together in perfect harmony, crafting a structure both majestic and powerful. The fire burns with fierce intensity, its flames licking the air with hunger. Yet, contained within the pyramid, it remains purposeful and controlled, never wild. The earth at the base is solid, grounded, unshakable, its deep roots extending into the very core of the planet, offering unyielding stability. Above, the storm rages, winds howling, clouds shifting, thunder booming in the distance. Yet, this chaotic force does not disrupt. It is part of the balance, an energy flowing through the pyramid like electricity through wires, powerful but never destructive when in harmony. This pyramid stands as a perfect symbol of balance, a representation of the elements working together in unity. The fire brings passion, the earth provides the foundation, and the storm fuels the energy. These forces are not separate, they exist as one, each supporting and guiding the others in an eternal dance of equilibrium. At the core of the pyramid lies a law: stand balanced, and no wind will knock you down. This is not just a law for the pyramid, but for all who come to understand it. Balance is not the absence of movement or the avoidance of storms. Balance is the ability to stand firm and centered, even amidst chaos. To be balanced is to recognize that you are not just the fire that burns or the earth that supports, you are all of it. You are the flame, burning with desire, yet you are also the earth beneath, offering the roots to withstand the strongest winds. You are the storm above, shifting with life's rhythms, but also the stillness within, the calm that shields you from the world's turbulence. When you are balanced, you are like the pyramid, an unshakable force. The winds may howl, the storm may rage, and fire may threaten to consume you, but you stand firm, rooted in your center. The chaos around you cannot reach you because you are not moved by it. Your foundation is deep, your energy is focused, and your spirit is unwavering. This law teaches that balance isn't found by avoiding storms or seeking shelter from the winds. It is achieved by learning to stand within the storm, flowing with the winds without losing your course. The storm will come, the fire will burn, the earth may shake, but none of these forces can defeat you as long as you stand grounded, centered, and aware of your strength. The pyramid of fire, earth, and storm is not only a symbol of the elements, it is a symbol of the self. When you align these forces within you, when you merge your passions, stability, and energy, you too will become an unshakable presence. And like the pyramid, you will stand tall no matter what forces rise against you. For when you are balanced, there is nothing that can displace you. You are the fire, the earth, and the storm, all in one, standing strong in the face of life's ever-changing tides. 63. As dusk falls over the world, a single candle flame flickers in the window of a quiet home, casting a soft, warm glow into the darkening world outside. The flame dances gently in the evening air, small but steady, a beacon of calm amidst the encroaching night. It flickers in the stillness, never rushing, never fading too quickly, simply existing. Present, luminous, and unhurried. Outside, the world grows darker, the winds cool, and the sounds of the day fade, but the light of the candle remains constant, unwavering, a silent reminder of something deeper. This candle flame holds a secret, whispered softly with each flicker of its light. True wealth is knowing you're already home. The flame is not just a source of light. It is a symbol of something far greater, something more profound than any material possession or external success. It represents the quiet contentment of being rooted, of knowing that no matter the journey or the distance, you are already where you need to be. Home is not a place to search for or strive to reach. It is a state of being, an inner peace that comes from understanding you are already whole, already complete. In the rush of life, we often forget this simple truth. We chase after wealth, success, recognition, and achievements, thinking they will bring us happiness or fulfillment. But like the candle flame in the window, true wealth is found not in what we acquire or accomplish, but in the quiet certainty that we are already at home within ourselves. The flame doesn't seek to grow brighter or bigger, it simply is. And in its being, it offers warmth and comfort. This is how we are meant to live, without striving to be more, without seeking outside validation, but embracing the peace that comes from knowing we are enough as we are. The flickering flame invites you to pause, to step away from the noise of the world and simply be present in the moment. In its steady glow, you are reminded that the search for meaning, belonging, or wealth is not found outside of you, but within. True home is not defined by physical space or possessions. It is the inner sanctuary of peace, the place where you can rest and simply be, knowing you are safe, whole, and enough. The candlelight is steady, not because it is perfect, but because it knows its purpose is simply to shine in the darkness. It does not compare itself to the vastness of the night or seek to outshine the stars. It simply offers its light in its quiet way. And so too should we be. True wealth is not about comparing ourselves to others or striving to accumulate more. It is about being content with the quiet brilliance that is already within us. As the evening darkness deepens, the candle continues to glow in the window, a silent, steadfast presence. It does not look for approval or recognition, yet its light is felt by all who pass by. It understands that its worth is not in what it does, but in simply being. This is the secret it holds. The wealth we seek, the home we long for, and the peace we crave are already within us. In the stillness of the evening, as the world outside slows and the candle flickers quietly in the window, take a moment to remember, you are already home. True wealth is knowing that no matter where you are, no matter what you have or haven't achieved, you are already whole. You carry the light within you, just as the flame carries warmth into the night. And when you realize this, you will find that you are not just home in a physical place. You are home within yourself. And that is the greatest wealth of all. 27. A lotus bud, delicate and tightly closed, begins to open in the stillness of midnight. The world around it is cloaked in deep darkness, the air thick with silence. There is no hurry, no rush. The moment is sacred, reverent in its quiet unfolding. Slowly, so very slowly, the bud begins to stretch open, its petals trembling softly as they release themselves from the embrace of the night. It's as though the lotus is revealing its secrets, each petal unfolding like a whispered prayer, each layer revealing a deeper truth about the world. In that gentle silence, the lotus imparts its message. You grow in darkness before you bloom in light. These words carry a profound truth, one often overlooked in the rush of life. We tend to believe that growth must be visible, marked by achievement and the outward signs of success. But the lotus, in its patient unfolding, teaches us that true growth happens deep within, away from the gaze of others, in the quiet spaces where no one can see. The darkness, far from something to fear, is where the foundation is laid. It is in the darkness of the soil, beneath the surface of the water, that the lotus roots itself. This darkness is where it gathers strength, learning to stretch upward, inch by inch toward the light. The waters may be murky, the surroundings unclear, yet the lotus grows steadily, knowing that the light is near. In our own lives, there are moments when we too must grow in unseen places. There are times when the world may not see our struggles, our quiet battles, or our hidden moments of transformation. But it is in these moments when we are alone with our thoughts, fears, and dreams that we are truly becoming who we are meant to be. While the world may judge us by what it sees, our true growth happens in the unseen, in those quiet spaces where our spirit is quietly being shaped. The lotus, though it grows in the dark waters, does not remain there. It knows that light is its destiny, that it will one day break free from the surface and fully bloom under the sun. It grows with the certainty that the darkness will not last forever, and that soon its petals will stretch toward the sky, radiant and beautiful. We too are like the lotus. Our growth in the shadows is necessary. It is where we learn the most about ourselves. In the dark, we learn resilience, we learn patience. we learn to trust that even when we cannot see the way forward, we are still moving, still growing, and still becoming. And when the moment arrives, when the light touches us, when our time to bloom comes, we will shine just as brightly as the lotus, fully open and full of life, ready to be seen by the world in all its glory. It is in the darkness that we build our roots, and in the light, we bloom. The process is not always easy, nor always visible to others, but it is sacred, just like the lotus, which grows silently beneath the water before its beauty is revealed. And in that beauty we find our purpose, our power, and our truth. 108A single prayer bead rests gently between a monk's fingers, glowing with a soft, ethereal light that pulses with life. Though small and simple, the bead radiates a quiet energy, a sacred force that links the monk to something far greater than the world around him. It is more than just a bead. It holds within it the wisdom of the ages, the truth of the universe, and the silent hum of creation itself. As the monk turns the bead between his fingers, it hums a soft, timeless tune, a melody that resonates deeply within the soul. The hum of the bead is not something heard by the ear, but felt deep within the core of one's being. It is a vibration, a frequency that echoes through the fabric of existence. And the message it carries is both profound and simple. You are the beginning, the void, and the endless cycle. In this moment, the monk is not merely turning a bead. He is connecting to the eternal rhythm of life, to the pulse that beats in the heart of all things. The bead is not just an object. It is a symbol of the cycle of existence itself, of birth, death, and rebirth, the infinite loop that connects all things across time and space. As his fingers trace this cycle, he does so with reverence, mindful of the delicate balance between beginnings and endings, between what is known and what is unknown. The first part of the hum, "You are the beginning," reminds the monk and all who listen that each moment is born anew, that every thought, every action, every breath is a fresh start. The beginning is not just a point in time. It is the potential that lies within each moment. The bead glows with this potential as it holds the seeds of all that is to come, a promise that from the deepest darkness of the void, creation will always emerge. The second part of the hum, "You are the void," speaks to the emptiness that exists before anything is created. The void is the space where all things are born, the silent expanse that contains all possibilities. It is the place of nothingness, where time and form have yet to appear. And yet, within this emptiness, there lies infinite potential. The monk's hand, steady and mindful, feels this vast emptiness between each bead as it passes through his fingers, an emptiness that is not to be feared, but embraced. For within the void, all things exist and nothing is lost. Lastly, "You are the endless cycle," is the hum that brings everything into motion. The cycle is the flow of life itself, the continuous loop of birth, growth, decay, and rebirth. It is the force that keeps the universe in balance, the force that keeps the stars in their paths and the oceans in their tides. With each bead the monk turns, he feels the pulse of this cycle within himself. He understands that just as the bead moves through his fingers, he too is moving through the cycle of life, each turn a reminder of the constant flow of existence. In these quiet moments, as the bead hums between his fingers, the monk is reminded that he is part of something far greater. He is both the beginning and the end, the void and the fullness, the endless cycle that continues regardless of what may come. Each prayer bead with its quiet hum is a reflection of the eternal truth that life is in constant motion, ever unfolding, ever renewing, and that we too are part of this never-ending journey. As the monk continues to turn the beads, he is not just counting, he is connecting with the infinite, tuning his spirit to the hum of the universe, feeling the eternal flow of life within him. 51. Before you, a stairway rises from the face of a sheer cliff, its steps carved directly into the rock, winding upward into the unknown. The path is hidden from view at the bottom, and the stones that form the steps seem to appear only when you near them. Each step is a mystery, suspended in mid-air until your foot touches it, as if the cliff itself is revealing the way, one step at a time. The air is thin at this height, the winds whispering secrets of the vastness below, yet the path continues upward, inviting you to ascend. The cliff is steep, and the stones beneath your feet are rough, worn smooth by the passage of time. But there is something about this journey, something about the way the stairway forms only as you move, that speaks of faith, a trust in the process, a belief that the next step will always appear when needed. The stairway's command is clear: step where you see no step yet. A command not of caution, but of courage. It asks you to move forward, not with the certainty that the path is clear, but with the faith that, as you advance, the way will be revealed. It calls for you to step into the unknown, trusting that the stones will appear beneath your feet, even when they remain hidden from view. There is no map, no guide, no promise of what lies ahead, only the invitation to take that first step, trust in the journey, and believe that the path will unfold as you move. To follow this command is to embrace uncertainty. It is to understand that, just like the climb up the cliff, there are times when the way ahead is hidden, when the next step is unclear, yet you must continue. It is in those moments when you cannot see where the path leads that your courage is tested. You must draw on something deeper, your intuition, trust, and inner strength, to move forward, knowing that each step will reveal the next. The stairway is a symbol of life itself, with all its uncertainties and unknowns. There are times when the future feels uncertain, when the next step is not clear, and when the path seems to disappear into the mist. But it is in these very moments that you must act. Each step you take, even when you cannot see where it will lead, brings you closer to your destination. The very act of moving forward creates the path. To walk this stairway is to accept that you will not always have all the answers. You will not always know what lies ahead, but you trust that each step brings you closer to your purpose, to the clarity you seek. There is wisdom in trusting the process, in stepping into the unknown without fear, and knowing that the journey holds the key to your growth. As you ascend, the cliff may seem steeper, the air colder, and the distance greater. But with each step, you become more attuned to the rhythm of the climb. You learn to trust in the process, knowing that the next step will appear, even if it remains hidden until the moment you need it most. And as you rise, you begin to understand that the journey is not just about reaching the top, but about having the courage to move forward when nothing is certain, when nothing is visible. The stairway carved into the cliff is not merely a path upward. It is a challenge to trust, to leap into the unknown, and to believe that even when you cannot see the way, you are still on the right path. For the moment you step where no step yet exists, you create the path. And in doing so, you move closer to the summit, closer to the wisdom and clarity that come only when you have the courage to walk without seeing the end. Let the numbers carve their symbols deep into your bones, etching themselves into the marrow of your being, like ancient runes that carry the weight of forgotten wisdom. Feel them press against you, a quiet yet undeniable imprint, as though the universe itself has marked you for greatness. Let their power settle within you, rooting deep in the core of who you are, transforming your flesh into sacred geometry. In this silence, make your vow with unwavering conviction. I claim my blessings, not like a thief in the night, slipping through shadows and fleeing in fear, but like the earth welcomes the rain, steadfast, open, and ready to receive. I stand as the soil, patient and welcoming, trusting in the abundance that will wash over me. I am both the soil and the rain, the giver and the receiver, forever in balance, forever in flow. Let the vow echo through you, each word pulsing like the steady heartbeat of the earth below your feet. Feel the weight of your claim, grounding you in the truth of your infinite worth. Open your eyes. The wheel has turned, and in its motion, you have been transformed. The numbers now woven into your very soul are no longer distant signs. They are the map to your destiny, the stars that will guide you home. You are not just a traveller on this path. You are the path itself, the journey and the destination you've always sought. And now, as the wheel spins, your blessings find you, not as gifts, but as your birthright, waiting patiently for you to open your arms and receive them.